Hello, and welcome back to another amazing episode of Basically Ella, Halloween edition. So if you saw our last episode, we did a fun little broken clown look, and tonight we are, oh my god, a broken doll look. We did a fun broken doll look, and tonight we're going to do a clown. If you couldn't tell by the lovely little hat and the little outfit I have a bow to put on as well at the end of it, but I don't want to sweat too much while I put on my makeup, so I'm going to put that on at the end. All right, let's jump into it. We're gonna have fun. As you can see, I have done my base already. I got all my foundation done. I put on my blush, all the good stuff. And now we're just gonna jump right into the eyes because that's gonna be fun. And then we're gonna do a little fun lip and a little tiny clown nose at the end. So first we're gonna start with eyeliner because I want a really big, intense line. So I'm gonna put my liner and I'm going to this is for people that don't know how high they should put it. I'm gonna put it here. Then I'm gonna lean forward. I look up, and then can you see where that little line is? That's how high I'm going to put mine, because I have a hooded lid. There's, once again, so much room in there, but when I look straight, it's hidden. So, I'm caught in the hair. Going to put a big little line there right at my lash line. Look up, and then you can see the line. So that's how high I'm going to put it. And now I'm going to just start continuing on down to the center. There we go. Then do that to the other side. Beautiful. Now, since I'm going to put my liner to a point, because I want to make it quite angly, and then we're going to make a big wing, I'm going to start just by putting a nice little line down below. I'm going to fill the rest in with a black pencil. And then I'm going to connect that top part to a nice little tip. That. Do the same for the other side. Go all the way under the lid. Doesn't have to be perfect on the bottom side because that's where we're going to put some shadow on a pencil in a moment. And then now I just need to connect that bottom part to a nice little angle. Sorry, I can't talk too much. I need to focus on my eye there to make a nice little tip. You can make it as pointy as you want. I want it to be nice and pointy. And then I noticed that I want to curve this line a little more. I'm also going to be putting glitter above where this line is, so up top here, so it doesn't have to be super perfect either. Your line doesn't have to be super precise. And this is where the fun part's going to be. I want a very big dramatic wing because I want it to connect to this top part that I have. So I'm going to start taking this outer corner. I'm going to angle it out, and this is where I drew my eyebrow, so I can angle it towards that way. I can see where it is there, and then I'm going to take it and connect back inwards. See, huge. That's what I want. Other side as well. Now I have a little scar on my brow, so that's a really easy part to tell me where I want to, as far as I want to put my line. I've been doing this for a while, and I find out what works best for my lid. There we go. Look at that. Now the fun part of filling it all in. Now you can use a shadow or another pot, but I'm just going to use this pencil. I'm just going to fill it in. Once again, to cover more space and more time, I'm using the side of the brush. Now, if you want, you can use a shadow as well, but I find if you just use a shadow on its own, it's not as pigmented and it tends to wear off a bit. I want intensity. There we go. Now fill in your little corner part. And do the same for the other eye. Once again, using the side of the brush, the pen, eyeliner pen, to drag it across. Use whatever your method. If you have like a liner pot that you can dip in, use that. Whew. Imagine just leaving it like that. It's wild. Alright, fill in. Now for the rest of the eye part, I'm going to use a pencil. So I can put that right into my waterline. And then fill in from where you put in the black liner. Make it nice and black. Perfect. All right, so we have our base done. Now, since I seem to really love pink this holiday season, this Halloween season, I'm gonna stick back to the pink and I'm going to just create a little bit of a line from the outer corner of where I'm putting, or sort of where the wing is. You can see where I'm putting it on the brush there, and then bringing it in right into my nose contour. And I'm leaving that little open spot, because that open spot there is going to be a place where I'm going to put glitter later on. So you intensify this as much as you want. I like to bring the shadow right down onto my nose. And then I'm just going to buff this up. So it's like almost hitting my brow. And then continue on the other side. And then I'm bringing it right into my nose. And then you can intensify that pink as much as you want by how much you layer on top of it. But I don't need it to be super intense on top because I will be layering purple on top of this as well. Then take more pink. And then we're gonna put it nice underneath the brow. Oh my god, underneath the eye. But I'm not gonna put any pink here. I'm just gonna put it like right where my eye is. Since we're gonna make some clown marks later too, I want this pink to go down almost like a point. See what I mean by like a little bit of a point? Like just right, just a little bit. Just make that as intense as you want. And the same on the other eye. The pink doesn't need to be super dramatic when you make this little point there. It just needs to have a little flush of it. Let's take this, so I'm going to clean a bit up. Beautiful. Now, take another little smaller brush, and we're going to take the purple and then buff that into that little crease area. Just to add some depth. Now, once again, it's all where we deposit color, where I want the strongest hit of color here, so this is where I'm placing it, and then pulling it forward because I want it to get softer. And then as I'm going in, I'm putting less and less pressure on the brush. So I'm focusing most of the color and the pressure of my brush on my skin right here, and then as I'm going forward, dragging it out and releasing pressure on my skin. So it just softly goes from intense to not. Once again, putting most of the pressure on the brush and the majority of the color where I want it to have the most intensity, and then pulling over, releasing pressure on my brush. Then go over that as many times as you feel you need to get the desired depth that you want. And then use it to just buff it out into that pink. You can see you have that soft diffusion of color. And then the same with the bottom lash. And since I want the majority of my color here, this is where I'm going to put the product and then pull it outwards. This one I want the same amount of pressure all across the lid. Perfect. Looks a little wild now, especially with that pink hanging down there. It just looks like a little bit of a soirée, but it'll all come together. Now we're gonna do a little bit more because I want some black. I'm gonna take a bit of black, and then right on the edge where that purple is, I just want a hint of the black. And like we did with the purple, deposit most of the color where I want the deepest saturation, which is right here, and then pull forward. We'll do the same to the other eye. Deepest saturation of color here with the pressure in the color position, and then pull out, releasing pressure on the brush. And then we'll do the same to the bottom lash. But I'm gonna use a different brush and something a little bit more detailed. So I can go right on the edge, where that liner was and just smoke it out. And the same to the other eye. Just really focusing it right on the edge of the black to smoke it out. Give a soft gradient of color. See how that just like softened everything? Just like a nice little puff, little smoke of color. All right, that's pretty much it for the shadow on the eyes. It's pretty simple. Simple, not too much, but very dramatic effect. And now we're gonna take some of glitter. Okay, so I'm gonna take this little bit of my glitter glue, put on a little tiny brush, and then I'm gonna focus it up here. I'm gonna use 2 types of glitter. I just want it all in there. And I'm gonna bring the glitter to just where that angle points towards my bridge of my nose contour. Then we're gonna take this nice little pink chunky glitter and just layer it on top. See what I'm doing? Simple and easy. I don't want a glitter that's gonna like put too much color there. I want it to be slightly opaque so it still has this brightening effect as well. And since I don't want my inner corner to be that highlight, I'm going to take a very fine silver glitter and just blend it into the edges where that pink meets the outer corner of my eye. Just adds a little different color. See? Easy peasy. And then take a little brush, dust off any extra. Now do the same to the other eye. And right down there, take your little pink glitter, place it where you need it. And then take the silver right on the edge there. Fun. Take that, buff out anything else that we need to get rid of. Beautiful. Now, mascara. Use any mascara that you have on hand because we don't need it to curl or anything, just need it to mask the lashes. Blend in with that deep brown, or the background of all the liner that we put on our lid. Not putting too much on, literally just to mask the mascara. Mask the lashes. Okay, and then I'm gonna keep the rest of this on my finger here because I'm gonna use it later. Now let's create some fun clown marks. So we're gonna do the top part. So this is gonna be fun with the wig. Okay, so I want it to go straight up. So let's do a line. Beautiful. Let's do another line. Stunning. So we're gonna angle this one in. We're gonna get it to curve around our brow. And you can be as precise as you want with this one. See a little up part, but then we're gonna put like a little ball at the end. And then we're gonna connect it to it so it kind of looks like an upside down teardrop. It's not like a little ball directly on it. And the stick there. See what I mean? Perfect. We'll do the same to the other side. Create a base for your thing. Curl down. And then the little ball up top. Fun. Now we're gonna do the same for the bottom. So we're gonna take our lid, where we want it to be. I want it to be the center of my eye. We're gonna go right down. Same with the other side. And then we're gonna create that triangle on the top there. If you're younger and you have tighter skin, you're gonna be amazing. But since I'm older and things are a little bit movable, this is kind of a pain in the butt. Create that triangle. fill it in. And then we're going to create that same upside down teardrop. I guess not upside down when it's on this side of the face. We're going to create a teardrop down here. And then I want to thicken this line. So it gives that kind of effect. Now you can take as much time as you want, like I said, with this. Make it as precise as you want. There we go. Easy. And because it's water, I'm gonna say this is black tears. Want a little highlight. I'm just gonna put it just on the ball on the top and the bottom. Put my lashes on. You know, let's do lashes now actually, why not? Then we have the eyes completely out of the way, and then we can go on to the nose and lips. I'm just going to take this and buff out the pink a little bit. If I did this again, I might do less pink under the eye. Let's see if this white will soften that a bit. Clowns like white, right? Perfect. Okay. Since I'm a clown, I don't mind if my lashes look a little bit janky. Plus, I have so much liner on my lid that I'm going to be putting my lashes a lot higher than I would normally put them. Because I want my lashes to stand above where my liner is, and if I put it directly on my lash line, the majority of the lash will probably be hidden with the amount of liner that I have on. So after I put glue on both sides of my lashes, I like to do it at the same time. So if I put glue on my one side, put it down, put glue on my second side, by the time I grab this one, the glue should be tacky enough where I should be able to just place it on my lid. But I'm also going to put it a lot higher, because like normally you'd see me put it on my lash line. I'm going to literally put it like right there. Can you see that, how much difference there is? And now when I open my eye, all that black liner and the black mascara should make it look like there's not a big difference, but it's actually like just sitting on my lash. On my lash, sorry, on my lid. Do the same with this one, a little bit higher. Now my lashes look like they're really high up, which is what I wanted. And I don't have to get extra large lashes to make them stand above where I put my liner. I'm just gonna give that effect. There we go, eyes are done, super easy. Now let's play with lips. So I'm gonna put my nose on first so that it can dry by the time I get to having to deal with it. So we're gonna put a little dot, another dot, we're gonna create a little circle. And I'm just using a liquid lipstick, the same lipstick that I'm gonna be using on my lips. It doesn't have to be super neat, because once again, I'll be putting glitter on top of it. And I put it there so I can dry down a bit. And then on the lip. Now this one I'd want the line to be a little bit more precise, because I will be creating my design on top of that. I shouldn't say design, but we want it to be nice and precise. I'm going to overdraw my lips like I normally do. And we're going to go on the top. Fill in how you normally would. Sit back, see how you like it. See, I need a little bit more of an arch here. Perfect, so I'm gonna take this brush, I'm gonna move it aside, and then I'm gonna take my little angle brush, I'm gonna take a little bit of it, and then from the bottom of my lip, this bottom one, I'm gonna take it and extend out, and then connect to the top lip. There you go. See how it gives my little tiny clown effect? Once again, from the bottom lip, So upwards, however big you want it, then connect in. Now we're done with all the pink. Take that away. I'm going to wipe off as much of that off that brush as I can. It's easier to clean later. And now we're going to take that liner that I used to create my liner. And then I'm going to just like follow the line of the nose. The inside doesn't have to be super precise, but try to keep the outside precise. So that's good. Now take my small brush again, because I'm going to buff into that nose. I'm going to take it and pull inwards, because I want to look like it's a nice black nose with a nice little pink tip. And all I'm doing is dipping my brush into my product, going where the black liner is, and then pulling in. I'm not doing a lot of blending. I'm just taking it and pulling it in. See, super easy. And then do the same with the lips. Now we're going to take this and I'm going to draw along the edge of my lip all the way around. This one, like I said, you want to try to be quite precise with it. It's a nice strong liner along your lip. You don't have to use a liquid lipstick either. You can use any lipstick you want. I just like it because this is going to be on all night, so I want it to look as precise as possible. There you go. So you line that, and now we're going to take it and buff it in. Blend it all inwards, and just leave the innermost part of the lips, that most pink. And you can see I'm doing this all with just the product that I have on. I didn't add more product to the brush. Now you can make this as sloppy as you want, depending on what kind of clown you want. I want to be like, kind of like a cute, sexy clown, as easy as that, as hard as that could be. Now that's it. Now we're going to do the fun part. We're going to take our brush again with that glue that is still on my hand. And we're going to put that just there. Take that pink glitter that we put on top of our lid, and just push it in. Since I don't want as much loose glitter, I'm just going to take that and basically dust it off. Now whatever is left on there, I'm going to take this and we're going to put that all over the pink part of our lip. Now the first time you put glitter on your lip, it might feel a little bit dry, because it kind of is, and feels a little bit gritty, but you will get used to it, and if you don't, just think about how pretty the effect is, because it's worth it. When you think about it, this whole look was just a black eyeshadow, black liquid pencil, pink, and a little bit of purple. It's like 3 colors, and we did this whole amazing look. Oh, and why not? Because we did rosy cheeks. I want to be a deeper cheek for my clown too. But we're not going to focus it as much as we did with that doll makeup. We're going to just really fade it out more, because I just want pink everywhere. Pink and red goes together, right? There we go. And look at that. Was that simple? Let's put my little collar on so we can say that we're done. Look at that. We did our little clown makeup. How easy was that? I feel like a lot of people take these little images and they think that it's hard to do, but when you break it apart into tiny little pieces, you get this. me. If anyone recreates these looks, I would love to see photos. So you should tag Rebellious Unicorns Events, Unicorns Live, and myself, Castle Queen, so you could see these amazing photos. Because it's a lot of fun, and who doesn't like to be a sexy little clown? But that's all. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Basically Ella. We will be back with another episode where we're going to do a very vampy, sexy, sultry look. Bye!